To dismantle a master's house, you got to use the master's tools. The Democratic Party lost because they don't want to engage our black community. The Democratic Party and the Republican Party got to address mass incarceration. This is for Brendan Carr from the FCC, because you're getting ready to be the FCC chairman. This is for the FCC, period. The FCC, the United States Postal Inspector, the Department of Justice Inspector General, the FBI. We talking about corruption in the courts behind the war on drugs. And it creates mass incarceration. Ain't no Loggins making a movie. It's covered under the First Amendment of the Constitution, freedom of speech. So you can see this. That's Dwayne G. Davis. Get Shorty. All right. And the date is 2006, November the 29th, 2006. That's Governor O'Malley and me. Get Shorty. Get Shorty is a self-help organization for the redevelopment and re-education of the young. That's Mayor Brandon Scott. That's Sheila Dixon. That's Mayor Jack Young. That's Kwaisa Mfume. And right here, certificate, Shorty Davis, and recognition for outstanding performance in the community relationships, achievements of personal goals, and dedication to helping oppressed people excel in Baltimore. See the date? That's hope. That's just one of the awards I got. That's David Trone. Because like I said, I was making a documentary about the Democratic Party, mass incarceration. Everything David Trone got, he got to give up. You got to think about our kids. You feel me? It's about art and activism. And like John Lewis said, it's the good kind of trouble. The making of Black America. That's my mother and my father, and that's their best friends. All right? We're going to occupy the vote. We got Obama in. We ain't talking about Vietnam. You know what I'm saying? Because Vietnam ain't no different than Palestine. Ain't no different than Palestine. I'm still Shorty and I'm still standing. In 2006, I started that documentary, Get Shorty. And this is Shorty. These is my kids, my nephews, my nieces, my relationships, my sisters. You see what I'm saying? It's about family. That's Mayor Brandon Scott. Y'all made me famous for toilets in 2011. I'm going to run with that shit. It's a time to pee. Did you use the toilet today? You're going to think about me tomorrow. Ask Donald Trump. I'm selling toilets again. Y'all made me famous for toilets? So that's my toilet paper and a toilet. Did you use the toilet today? You're going to think about me tomorrow. Promise you that. President Trump, he uses the toilet. I heard he wear Depends, but that's what they say.
I demand that you have a happy holiday. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Happy.
I said buts.
Happy holidays. These are my toilets.
In here, it's more like a silent but deadly night.
See the toilets? Y'all made me famous for toilets, so I'm going to run with that. That's that Florida toilet. Talking about slavery then and slavery now. Mass incarceration. That's President Trump's toilet. And that's the Secret Service. Like I said, Brendan Carr, FCC, we got FCC violations. Take your chances and go to jail. Go directly to jail. Do not collect $200. Yeah, that's President Trump. That's President Trump. I'm talking about FCC violations. That's Pam Woods. That's Pam Woods of the Baltimore Sun and Pam Woods of the Baltimore Banner. I'm going to be selling toilets, and they're going to be all over Baltimore. We're going to do it again. Did we know we were lying about the drugs? Of course we did. That's Ehrlich and Richard Nixon. That's a domestic policy. And your domestic policy ain't no different than Richard Nixon's domestic policy. You talking about mass incarceration and mass deportation. Well, before you do all that, let's go to court. Like I said, that's me, 2006, Get Shorty. That's the Baltimore Sun. That's FCC violations. Shorty documentary. It's a documentary about the media and the role the media plays in misinformation. You feel me? Shorty documentary. That's Baltimore Sun, Brent Jones, ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, BBC World, MSNBC, and Charles Gibson, World News Tonight. He got that a long time ago. That's Tony Roberts from the Baltimore Sun, Armstrong Williams. And that's the Baltimore Sun, all right? That's the office of Governor Westmore. It's a walk-in. Dwayne G. Davis, Shorty, all right? Identity theft, income tax evasion, fraud, all right? And Asselbrook with an ass. You got to deal with that. This is the making of Black America. The making of Black America, being black in America, the money you make off black bodies. Like I said, that's my mother and my father. And this is a roll call. This is a roll call. WEEA Radio. You see the date? September the 24th, 2024. That's Ivan Bates. That's Ivan Bates. All right? That's Judge Carrion. That's Chief Justice Roberts and President Biden. See the date? Chief Justice Roberts and President Biden. That's Delegate Kaylin Young. That's Xavier Conway, the courts. That's Governor Larry Hogan. That's Senator Ben Cardin. See the date? That's Senator Ben Cardin. And you taking his place. So you got the same information. That's this gentleman, the Maryland Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts. Because there ain't no law against making a movie. That's who he is. This one right here. That's Judge Badar. That's Natasha from the State Public Defender's Office. See how long she had it? Silence is consent. That's Bishop Dante Hickman. See when he got it? September. Long before the elections. That's Jared Germantes, Board of Elections. That's Attorney General Anthony Brown. See the date? See the date? 2023. Mayor Brandon Scott. Commissioner Harris. See the date? 2023. President Biden in the Department of Justice. 2021. State Attorney Marilyn Mosby. See the date? 2021. Marilyn Mosby. Speaker Adrian Jones. Councilman Izzy Pataki. Senator Benjamin Brooks. Delegate Stephanie Sheila Roof. Mayor Brandon Scott. See the date? 2021. That makes you parties to a crime. That's David Trone. See the date? That's Bill Ferguson. See the date? That's Luke Clippinger. See the date? That's Delegate Stephanie Smith. Delegate Stephanie Smith is a lawyer. She can lose a law license by not acting on the information that she got. She had this since 2022. It's 2 years. That's legal mail. And she's a representative and a lawyer. That's Peter Francott. He was the Attorney General. That's Brooke Learman. She's the comptroller. I'm out $250 million in intellectual property theft. That's Governor Westmore. That's Governor Westmore. That's Governor Westmore. And we talk about parole and probation. See the date? I went home on vacation and came back on probation. But I'm a weaver in Baltimore. Right here. Evidence. All right, that's evidence. That's my mother. On February the 2nd, 2011, my mother died from cancer. All right, on February the 7th, y'all locked me up and charged me with terrorism. Like I said, I made a book about you. See the date? February the 2nd, 8:52 a.m., States Attorney's Office. That's Greg Bernstein. That's evidence for the FCC. That's the Baltimore Sun. Racism in the judicial system. Like I said, slavery then and slavery now. That's the Department of Justice. All right. This is the ID. All right. United States Department of Justice. Certificate of Identity. All right. That's a Whistleblower, the movie. And it's notarized. See that? Commissioned. And the movie is about the Supreme Court. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? I'm the cook in Baltimore. I feed Baltimore. That's Ivan Bates. And that's notarized. Commission expires. All right? Whistleblower, the movie. And you the star of the show. You can't use your position of power to block a federal investigation or a state investigation. And that's what you've been doing. You've been knowing about this since you were with Garcia's law firm. No, since you were with Jessamy. When Jessamy in 2006. That's Ivan Bates, 2024. See the date? Before Election Day, you had this. That's voter suppression because ex-felons got a right to vote. That's Fox 45. We talk about federal violations, federal communications violations. All right? That's Fox 45. And I want a day in court. November the 26th, 2024. November the 29th, 2006. November the 26th, 2024. I want a court date. I want a trial. I don't want exoneration. I want a trial. I want a jury of 12. So we can take Fox to the hen house. I want Fox's license. Like President Trump said, go after their licenses if they bullshit. So that's President Trump. That's the Secret Service. Get my file from the Secret Service and get my paperwork from President Trump. Did you use the toilet today? You're going to think about me tomorrow. That's Ivan Bates. That's Ivan Bates. That's Fox 45. I want a trial. I want a trial.